Oh! Okay, guys, I'm going to need your best Germany suffers in the comment section down below. Here we go. Germany suffers. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Slick. And before we get into this video where I talk about why the Leopard 2A4 dominates things, in my hands at least, because my hands and the Leopard hands are the same. We are one and the same. I'm going to be streaming tonight. It's the FUF. It's the time we all celebrate the end of the week. Everybody had a tough week, myself included. I got snowed on. Could you believe that? What is snow even? It's like frozen water that falls and stops your cars and shit. Okay. Regardless, I'm doing FUF tonight after this goes live. So if you see this and you're like, hey, I wonder if he's streaming, go check out the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/SlickB. But let's get into the Leopard 2A4. So obviously Germany's suffering is a meme. This tank is fucking good. Like, there's no doubt that it is one of the best tanks in the game. I absolutely love it. And when you snapshot, like I do in this footage, that's why I used this stream clip, it just, it dominates tanks, especially when you're fighting T-80s, Abrams. It doesn't matter, actually, what you're fighting. You really just dominate things. But the ammo racks on T-80s are very satisfying to hit, and you'll see that during this video. So, the Leopard 2A4, what makes it good? Well, it has a 6-second reload with an ace crew with the 120 mil Rheinmetall L44 gun. I believe it's the L44 that shoots DM23 with about 400 and something mils of penetration. It's a good round. The darts are good. But the Leopard is also an all-around good vehicle because it has decent armor. It moves pretty quick. It's got a nice stable gun platform. Stable, if you know what I mean. Certain tanks at certain tiers just don't have stable stabilizers. That might not make a lot of sense if you don't play these tanks, but I think anybody who does play these tanks gets what I mean when I say it's a very stable gun platform. It never moves too fast for the stabilizer's own good, right? It never gets you into issues where you're missing and bouncing with the gun. And that's because it's a modern tank. I would assume they put it in there because the stabilizer on the Leopard 2 is actually really good. You might remember this famous GIF of the Leopard 2A4 where it's driving and it's got beer on the end of the barrel. I mean, what else can you say? That's basically what this tank does. So we push through the A side very aggressively, launching smoke, using the smoke as cover, move over, injure one guy. I realized he couldn't shoot back at me. I shoot another guy on the right-hand side. Now I'm trapped to the spawn, and I take a kill, or I take a death. But I think I did pretty well there. That just shows how aggressive you can play this tank. If you could just imagine if I was in a squad or whatnot, how good that thing would actually be. And I like to consider Germany as like the second best top tier lineup right now. I think Russia, America, and Germany are all pretty much tied for what they can do. The only difference being that America gets the FJ4B, which is a far superior cast plane than anything the Germans and Russians can muster up. But the Germans and Russians also get the MiG with the tiny Ibans. So you almost get 2 kills per flyout if you can hit these things. They're pretty deadly still. And on top of that, you get a far better fighter-on-fighter plane. The FJ is really shit in this game in terms of, killing planes and whatnot. Maybe it was designed that way by Gaijin for them to just say, hey, like, this plane can't kill everything in the sky and then kill everything in the ground. So maybe it's its balancing factor. Who knows? But there's no doubt that the FJ lineup is not far superior, but that plane in particular in good hands will do more cast damage than the MiG or the CL or the MiG-17 or anything that the other two nations can muster up. But that being said, you get a good lineup. You get a MiG that is able to kill any fighter in the game, carry these tiny Ibans. You get good helicopters with the Bow series now, the BO-105s. They're fantastic. They all have HOTS on them. The ATGMs from Russia, or from Germany, are really good. You get the Raketen Jagdpanzer II HOT. You get the TAM and the Bagel Panzer, which are really good scout vehicles that no other nation really can compare to, aside from Russia, I guess you could say, with the BMP-2. But the Bagel will beat a BMP most, like 9 times out of 10, in my opinion, just because it can hit from farther away with the toes, and then it also has a more deadly gun for killing lightly armored vehicles. Of course, the BMP is really good. Like, that's no reason why there's a 1.0 difference in BR for those things, but undoubtedly the TAM is one of the best scout planes in the game too. It's just so good. It is just really, really good tank. It's like a Leopard on a better chassis at the same BR, and it gets the opportunity to scout and repair people. And then you have the Leopards. You get a Leopard 2K, which is a Leopard 2A4, less armor, but it's more trolly, and you get a 20 mil on top. Or you get the Leopard 2A4, which is one of the best tanks in the game. It's definitely my favorite top tier tank to play. I really like it. I think there's something about the gun. You get 650 mil heat for standard, DM13 for your AP FSDS shell, and then you get DM23 after you unlock all the way up to that. You get 8 smoke grenade launches, 2 individual launches of 8 smoke grenades each, I should say. And you can actually put them in good like a nice fan out position, so you can actually use the smoke pretty well. Some tanks at top tier only get like 4, like the T80 will only get 4 per launch, and it doesn't react the same way. Also, if you didn't know, you can land on the helipad if you have enough mental fortitude to get the plane slow enough and actually land on it. This is one of the only maps that you can really do it. And what you get is an air spawn, so you don't have to land on the runway and then take back off. Of course, you don't get the AA from the runway to help you out, but I just wanted to get back into the fight fast, so I did it that way. And you can see I'm just going to come over here, take out the hind. We already took out a double with the plane, and I think I got 5 or 6, or no, maybe 4 tanks of the Leopard on that initial rush, which isn't too bad. But the reason I'm showing you this game is because regardless of how well you play in these vehicles, if you're solo, somebody commented on yesterday's video. They were like, well, yeah, of course everybody can do this in a squad, like you're in a squad. It's like, yeah, I know, but if you watched the video before commenting that, you would have heard me say that not everybody does have access to the squad. That's why I played Russia all day yesterday on stream solo, because it's really hard to win against the Americans and even the Russians apparently when your team doesn't know what to do. So hopefully with more videos like this of top tier vehicles, and maybe I'll go even more in depth on like showing exactly where to shoot each tank in a situation. If you want a video like that, let me know in the comments down below. But it's just teams, man. You can never get away from them. Of course, I've had days where I've had really good teams and people are playing really well, but most of the time, by the time I get out of my plane on my second spawn, the team is lost, right? So I pulled up in the Leopard 2, did my job of killing a couple more tanks than my spawn in a MiG. I got 3 kills in the MiG, so 2 tanks and then a MiG or a plane kill, a helicopter kill. And then by the time I land or J out of this thing, we're lost. We're pushed into the spawn so far back that you can't win, even with all the backups. And what I kept saying in this game was, I was like, all right, well, if the team is dead, which they are, I don't know how it happened. We had we pushed through the middle of the map. We had a good hold on it. I don't know how everybody died, but they did. And you can see that here. So what I decided to do was make sure at least everybody on the enemy team had to spend some SL for this game, because I didn't enjoy myself particularly well. So I spawned back in Leopard 2K and tried to fight myself out of the spawn. But why do you think this is? Because to be honest, I've played every top tier tank, spaded. And I've played them solo and I've played them with people. And I always seem to find each top tier tank to have its own unique strength. Most of them are pretty similar, like the T80, the MB or the Leopard 2A4, and the Abrams all have the same advantages, right? With the same weaknesses. You hit them in the breach, you hit them in the side of the tank. That's about it. The Challenger is more of a sniper. The Type 90, it's way squishier than the other 3, but it's faster and has a better gun. So, I don't understand how these teams continue to lose. I don't get it. And if any of you guys have any idea as to why the teams are losing so bad, let me know, please. Let me know in the comments down below. I don't know if it's just ignorance, if it's people not spawning properly, if it's me not actually checking the team list and seeing how many Leopard 2s we have compared to Leopard L44s or whatever. But I also think there's an issue with people just jaying out after one death. And I understand that to an extent if it's a big map. I hate playing big maps constantly. But I think a game like this, for example, how the hell have we lost this? How has this even come to me sitting in spawn killing 4 more tanks that are trying to spawn kill? I just don't I don't know what it is. I can only assume that it's people not knowing how to play the vehicles that they're in, or rushing to top tier maybe too fast, which I didn't even think would be possible. But I guess with the new premiums, it is kind of possible to rush to these vehicles. But what I want to know from this video, what I want you guys to do for me, what a shot, right? What I want you guys to do for me is, could you comment down below with suggestions for me to help these issues, right? What kinds of videos could I make that will help people get better at Germany, get better at Russia, get better at America, get better at these other nations? What can I do to help? Because I think some type of video needs to be made to show how to really use these vehicles properly so you don't lose so often. Because it just seems like America will win, but I say that and then I look at the team list right now and Russia is winning against us. And I killed a lot of tanks. I think I've killed enough for us to at least be a little bit closer on the scoreboard here. Of course, it's a single cap map, but the team just melts away. So let me know in the comments what I could do to help this problem, this epidemic, what kind of videos you guys would like to see on the German teams, the Russian teams, any team, really, and what I could do to, just help learn and adapt and show people that these vehicles are good. You don't need to complain. Gaijin doesn't need to buff them. You can get kills with them every single game you're in. And I truly believe that, regardless of what people say in the comments, I truly believe that Germany is a good nation. Like, these vehicles are really good. I don't think they should be losing back to back to America or Russia like that. And it happens with every nation aside America. And even when I play as America, I lose because of bad teams. And I don't know if it's just me getting put in bad matches or if I don't know. I really don't know anymore, but I genuinely noticed the past couple of weeks that every time I play, pretty much, we get a bad team and stuff like this happens. By the time I'm on my third spawn back in a ground vehicle, the game's lost. It's completely lost, and I have to fight my way out of a spawn and attempt to do something, and it's just too little too late. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Again, stop by for FUF. I'll be playing this game and completely not getting mad at it or burping. So yeah, sounds like fun, right? I hope to see you guys there. Thank you all for watching. Peace.